Chers amis, chers collègues, cari amici, cari colleghi, today climate change is very high in the issues that worried our fellow citizens. This is the case in France, but I guess also in Italy and in the whole European Union. People are asking for changing the way we used to produce, the way we used to consume, to move, or to invest. Basically, there is now a quite common understanding that we will need to change the way we used to live so far. Good news is that this is now quite in everybody's mind, and including those of government and policymakers. Bad news is that we do not have much time to engage into this climate transition. During the five past years, environmental transition has been at the core of the French government priorities. I will mention two laws we passed during these past years. The first one is the law on circular economy, with the objective to accelerate the change of the way we produce and consume, and to limit the production of waste, to limit the pressure it has on natural resources, on biodiversity, and on climate. There has been in this law a particular focus on plastic, on which we commit to put an end in the coming years. The second law is the so-called climate law, passed this summer, which is a comprehensive law with more than 300 articles, which accelerates the transition in every aspect of French citizen life: consumption, production, housing, transport. Overall, the main objective of these regulations is to achieve carbon neutrality in 2050, which is the commitment we have at the European level. We know that there are several instruments to speed up transition and to decarbonate our economy. The first one is economic instrument. The idea is to increase increase carbon price, either through ETS market or through taxation. But I think we need to be very careful with those type of instruments because of the sensitivity and the impact it will have on parts of the population. So if this is an instrument we want to mobilize, I think we will need to carefully assess the impact and the way to do it, and to find and to strike the right balance of this type of instruments and the need to compensate the main losers of such an increase in carbon price. The second instrument is regulations, regulatory instruments. The objective is to prevent behaviors that are not in line with the climate objectives, and to promote and encourage those that will allow achieving our objectives. In that respect, we support the Commission proposals to implement carbon tax at the EU border, which will allow to avoid carbon leakages coming from the internal markets and going outside in the external EU market. There are other proposals in the Commission package, in the Fit for 55 Commission package released this summer, and we will discuss all these proposals in the coming months. Third instrument is the financing instruments. We know that financing the climate transition will need a big amount of investments coming both from public and private sectors. And to do that, we think that taxonomy is really an instrument we need to mobilize, because it will allow to fuel savings and investment into green activities and green projects. France is committed to make as much as possible progress into the discussion of the Fit for 55 package proposed by the Commission this summer during the EU presidency, and we will try to make the discussions going as far as possible. I will be happy to discuss all these very topical issues with you on the 3rd of November at the Italian Embassy, and I'm looking forward to being with you at that occasion. Arrivederci.
As we all know, the mankind is facing a daunting challenge. If we want to keep the world temperature, average temperature below 1.5 degrees Celsius, which is what is needed to avoid dramatic climate disaster, we need to achieve by 2050 net zero emission from the actual level of 5.3 billion tons of equivalent CO2. So this is really a tough challenge. We know that we have to change all the way we produce our agriculture, our mobility, the production of energy. The real bottleneck in this is the production of energy. If we move to electric car, but we take electricity from coal, nothing has changed. So we really need to increase the capacity of producing energy from renewable energies. The meeting, the conference that we will have the 3rd of November in Paris will deal with this challenge and will discuss what are the policy options at stake in an intergovernmental perspective, because of course there cannot be a solution only in one country. We need to put together different countries, and even the European Union is not enough. We need to negotiate with China, with India, with all other countries some solutions, because otherwise, because creation of pollution and greenhouse emissions is a worldwide phenomenon. And if Europe is virtuous and reduces its pollution and nothing happens in the rest of the world, the situation does not change. So the solution needs to be four-handed. On the one side, we need effective and successful top-down solutions. But on the other side, the participation of the civil society with active citizenship, with responsible consumption is essential. So we need to create a coordinated frame, and in the conference we will discuss about this frame. For example, we discuss about the proposal of border adjustment mechanism by which we can contrast in the European Union social and environmental dumping in order to avoid carbon leakage. We will discuss how circular economy is the revolution and how can be supported, and can we create incentive for that, pushing companies to increase the share of recycled, reused material as an input for the production, and extending the length of products, and being virtuous in the management of waste. We will discuss about green procurement, that is the vote with the wallet of the government, that must give the right signal, giving preference priority to products which are sustainable environmentally and socially. We will discuss on how we should change our fiscal systems, as OECD suggests, by taxing beds and not goods, shifting taxation from productive factors such as labor to pollution with the proper carbon tax, thereby giving a signal to companies of the cost of using coal and creating emissions. So all these things need, as I told, participation from the bottom. We are the consumers, we are the demand of the market, and so if consumers start voting with the wallet, so they buy products which are sustainable, the world can change. This will be an important part of our meeting, because we will discuss also with the founder of the Qui est le patron, la marche du consommateur, we propose a very nice bottom-up value chain created by consumers for sustainable consumption. Thank you and see you in Paris.